in the rain here at Adria. All TKART front row of the grid. Abbas and Lemmers. Too much wheel spin. Oh, Ardigo up the inside has spun. Ardigo, the reigning European champion, has spun. He rejoins, but he is last. What a start we've got here at Adria. They're 4 wide in the opening corner. One of the Formula K karts has gone round. A big crash at the exit of turn number 2. That involves Jeremy Iglesias, the Formula K kart. Ardigo also. Sensational on the first corner. We have also lost the 19 Cosmic kart of Axel Bankston. 44, Anthony Abbas has disappeared into the lead. Bas Lemmers went wheel to wheel with the reigning Euro champ. 2 of the toughest racing drivers on earth. Ardigo lost out. Lemmers has gone through into second. We continue under green. What a sensational start here in the rain at Adria Raceway. TKART at the end of it all go 1 and 2. There's Lemmers in second. Abbas is the leader. The CRG of Europex comes across the line in third. Douglas Lundberg, Tom Louet make it TKART 1, 2, 4 and 5. Only split by the CRG of Europex in third. Paulo De Conto, while all that was going on, from grid 30, the reigning world champion is up into 14th. So let's recap. We have lost Stan Pex. We have lost Jeremy Iglesias, that big crash. The Formula K kart got airborne. Alessio Piccini. Some of these karts have rejoined, but with damage and a long way down. Matteo Vigano, Simo Puhaka is out. Jorge Pescador, Bankston, and the Israeli Ariel Levi. One of the Praga karts also going slowly. Pescador, 41, does not look too healthy. Well, the Spaniard qualified fastest at Castelletto di Branduzzo 2 years ago for the WSK Supermaster Series. He's going to need that, find that speed to recover for the second round of the series when we go there in 28 days' time. There's 4-8 going down the inside of Alessandro Pellizzari. That's just inside the top 15. Marco Ardigo being turned around, has recovered. He's just ahead of that battle. In fact, we've got world champions running line astern, 4A Camponeschi and Joyner, but they're in 17th, 18th and 19th. Can you believe it? De Conto up to 14th, Marco Ardigo. In fact, we've got world champions, 5 of them in a group of 6, but they're 14th to 19th. Who would have predicted that? Abbas leads, Lemmers in second spot, then it's Europex. Douglas Lundberg, Tom Louet, the young Frenchman, doing a superb job in the number 35 TKART. 4 of them in the top 5. Matteo Zanchi going through. Emil Scaris, Marijn Kremers, he's been a big beneficiary of all that. Was penalised after the pre-final, started out at grid number 22, but the young Dutchman in the 37 Birolart is now up into P9. It's just ahead of Maximilian Paul, the German, the Danilo Rossi kart, Francesco Iacovacci, the Roman driver, Lorenzo Giannone, De Conto up to 13th, just behind Lorenzo, the TKART driver. What a classy performance by Anthony Abbas. From pole position into the lead. Not quite sure if it was Lemmers or Abbas that Ardigo locked wheels with. We'll have to wait for the replay later on. It's of little relevance though, it didn't affect Abbas. How good is this French kid? French guy, I should say, he's not a kid anymore. to the French manufacturer in the remaining 10.5 laps. Of course, Hayek, winner of the European Championship round held at Zuera in Spain last year. He's really got that Cosmic hooked up and flying. We've already seen Cosmic take a victory earlier this afternoon in the OK category. Got some work to do to catch this man, Anthony Abbas. Look at the lead he's got on his Dutch teammate Bas Lammers. The gap is 4.2 seconds. We go to Jorrit Pex, 2015 world champion. He's leading a battle. That is Douglas Lundberg, Patrick Hayek, Matteo Zanchi in the wild card, doing a superb job. Matteo Zanchi against the factory teams. Then we go to Tom Louet, Emil Scaris, Maximilian Paul, Jakovaci, De Conto now in 11th. Martin van Leven into 12th. First time out with the Energy team. The Dutchmen are prolific. Kramers, his countryman, just a couple of spots behind. Kramers is in 14th, with Ardigo now starting to remount a challenge. Abbas has got a lead of 4.2 seconds over Lammers. Lammers waits to grab another gear until the wheel spin eases up. Then the battle for third. That's Jorrit Pex. Douglas Lundberg for CPB Competition Sport. Oh, Lundberg goes wide. We'll get a good run on the exit though. Tom Louet trying to defend from Emil Scaris, Maximilian Paul. Atrocious conditions here in the KZ2 final, the first round of the Supermaster Series here at Adria Karting Raceway. Abbas splashes his way around the circuit. Over the ripple strip, the TKART working nicely. Lammers thunders down into the hairpin. Abbas, fastest first sector. Let's check the Frenchman's times. It's on a 1:04 dead. As the sportsmanship warning flag goes out to Tom Louet. Coming into view now is the Frenchman, Emil Scaris. Maximilian Paul in the DR kart. Kramers ahead of Jakovaci. Ardigo still stuck back in 14th position. He's the reigning champion of the WSK Supermaster Series. Marco Ardigo ahead of Lorenzo Giannone. Unfortunately, Alessandro Pellizzari in the KART, he was superb all weekend, was caught up in that first corner incident. Alessandro and Lorenzo Giannone for KART. Of course, Alessandro won the WSK Night Edition here at Adria in July of last year, was in the top 3, actually led a heat yesterday. Showed superb speed throughout the weekend, but unfortunately, he's running way down in P23, just behind Alessandro Giardelli and ahead of the Hungarian Laszlo Toth. So Jorrit Pex makes it Dutchman 2 and 3. There's Patrick Hayek, Lundberg, Zanchi goes through. Big gap back to Emil Scaris. There's the sweep for Ward Racing. He's ahead of Tom Louet, who just had a sportsmanship flag issued to him. Paolo De Conto from grid number 30 is now up into position 8. The reigning world champion, kart number 1, lives in Treviso, northern Italy. Vice world champion at Le Mans in France, 2015. And he was haunted by that second place until he took the biggest victory of his career, last year's world championship at Kristianstad in Sweden. He wears the number 1. And he's doing it proudly from grid 30. The Italian up into 8th. TKART 1 and 2 still Abbas and Lammers. The gap is out to 4.8 seconds. Then we wait for Jorrit Pex under pressure now from Patrick Hayek. The check over the back of the Dutchman. Lundberg, the Swede. There's Matteo Zanchi. Emil Scaris. Now Paolo De Conto. The CRG trying to catch the Swede. The gap is actually 2.5 seconds. Ardigo now has scraped in to position number 10. Valuable points recovery for the Italian for this year's series. Abbas, though, has not put a Bridgestone tyre out of place. Correction on the exit of that corner, but not a problem as he comes down through the Magny-Cours chicane, nicknamed thus because they're very reminiscent of the chicane at the former French Formula One Grand Prix circuit. Gentle move to the right, then a kick to the left before they round onto this start-finish straight. Back to Jorrit Pex, Patrick Hayek. Patrick Hayek, the Czech, tried to make a move on the Dutchman, but got too much wheel spin on the exit. Lundberg, there's Zanke. Scaris looks behind. And there's the sight of the number 1 CRG, who's come from grid number 30. Marco Ardigo has just made the move on the French driver Tom Louet for position number 9. It's all about points recovery. Ardigo's actually flying. Done a 1:03.9 last time round. The only driver going quicker is this man on screen, Anthony Abbas. Second quickest on track, Ardigo in 9th. Trying to latch on to the back of his countryman, Paolo De Conto, 2 world champions. Running in 8th and 9th. Martijn van Leeuwen, first time out for the Energy Course team, just outside the top 10. There's Bas Lemmers, losing time to his teammate, but it's a long way back to this battle for 3rd spot. Still Jorrit Pex in the CRG. Patrick Hayek again has a look at the inside. Can't make the move. Too much wheel spin coming onto the straight. The Cosmic Kart latches onto the back of the CRG. Let's watch this battle. The Czech driver, 2nd year with Cosmic. Jorrit Pex, 2015 world champion. 3rd on the podium 7 days ago in very different conditions. The 2015 world champ, back with TM Power for 2017. Engines tuned by Jos Verstappen. For the Pex racing team, tight inside line held by Jorrit Pex. The battle for the final step of the podium, Douglas Lundberg, back with CPB Sport for 2017. You just get a glimpse of Alessandro Giardelli, number 16, the CRG, parked on the side of the track. The Italian joins the list of retirements. And I'm waiting to confirm we've lost another CRG. I'm almost certain it's kart number 1. You know who I'm talking about, Paolo De Conto, 8th, and looks to be a victim of these conditions. Paolo De Conto has not come past and has been classified 23rd. Joins Giardelli, Giannone, Pellizzari, Pescador, Stan Pex, Iglesias, Matteo Vigano. Wow, Simo Puhaka, Kerman Sashi, Bankston and Levi as the 11 retirements so far. Pex has now pulled away a little bit from Patrick Hayek, who, if anything, is coming under pressure from Douglas Lundberg. Lundberg, the Swede. There's the kart of Giardelli, out of harm's way. Yes, Lundberg had a difficult past couple of years back with the team CPB Sport. Of course, he won the final round of the European Championships at Kristianstad in Sweden in 2014. Many people have written him off, but wow, isn't he back with a vengeance? He's running in P5 behind Hayek and Jorrit Pex. The final step of the podium is Louet, Martijn van Leeuwen, Maximilian Paul in the Danilo Rossi kart. Goes through Jakovaci, Fore, Camponeschi, and Alex Irlando as Kramers just puts the move on Tom Joyner with a lap and a half to go. A couple of years ago, we were asking the question, who can stop the green team? We'll ask the same question again, but we'll rephrase it slightly. Who can stop the French manufacturer Sodicart? They're on their way to victory. They've dominated the this weekend. They're running 1, 2 and 5. Lemmers across the line. The last lap board is out. Pex has pulled away from Patrick Hayek. Douglas Lundberg, the TKART in P5, and Matteo Zanchi doing a superb job. He's got the wild card in position number 6. Remember, we started with 51 drivers in the KZ2 category. The rain pouring down into the final lap of the race. Only a catastrophe would stop the Frenchman taking victory this afternoon. Kart number 44 doing it nicely. Comes up to the Pentafuel hairpin for the final time. Down through the gearbox, uses the gear, the engine braking to slow the kart down, looks behind him. This is the final corner. The checkered flag comes out for Anthony Abbas. The Frenchman wins the first round of the series here in Adria. He has dominated along with his TKART teammate Bas Lemmers. The Dutchman takes second, and we expect another Dutchman. There he is, Jorrit Pex, to take the final step of the podium. Torrential rain. It didn't stop Anthony Abbas from taking a superb, and it must be said, very deserved win. TKART run 1 and 2. Pex was third. Hayek, Lundberg, Matteo Zanchi a superb 6th place. Kramers and Kamponeski just crossed the line now. Here goes Francesco Celenta. Good drive from him from the back of the grid. But the French team, they mean business in 2017, and they've got off to a great start. Anthony Abbas has won for TKART. Bas Lemmers has come second for TKART. Jorrit Pex, the Dutchman, puts the TM-powered CRG on the final step of the podium. Hayek was 4th. Lundberg was 5th. Matteo Zanchi in the wildcard, an excellent 6th. Also give some credit to Emil Scaris, the Swede for Ward Racing, finishes in 7th. Marco Ardigo facing the wrong way, dead last at the very first corner, fought his way back to finish in P8. Martin van Leven, first time out for the Energy team, finishes 9th out of the 51 drivers here this weekend. And another TKART, Tom Louet, rounds out the 10. Stay with us on WSK.IT, the podium presentation in just a few moments.